just how you feeling, coming here with the Galaxy now for a full preseason instead of, being here in a mid-season trade. What's your feeling like an optimism for the season?
No, to be honest, I'm actually excited. I've always said, I think it's hard coming to a team that's already up and going, and you're the new guy coming in and trying to adapt to players, adapt to the system, and start up. But this year, I'm actually excited to be in preseason and from the get-go. Be here with the guys. Last year was not what we wanted. I think we were all expecting more, and this year I know we want to work on things that we weren't really good at last year. So we started early, and that's a good thing. Now we can prepare in preseason, and then when the season comes, I think we should all be ready to go.
I think you mentioned in your presser last year before we all had this break that you were in an Airbnb. Have you found a place to kind of settle here in LA?
I'm almost there. I think that's the toughest part. I wanna find a place so I can feel like home and not in an Airbnb. I think it's a lot of not having so much stress in you, where you can go and actually relax and have your own things, having my dogs around. I think that's a big part of for players, families and stuff. And I think that's what I want to do. I don't want to feel like I go home and it's not really my home. I want to be able to finish training, go home, and be with my family, my dogs, hang out, and be able to relax, so I can come prepare for the next day. Yeah, I've been training kind of hard in the off season. It's we got together with a couple of friends of mine and players from other teams, and I don't think we really stopped. I think from the beginning we kept going and went slowly, but I feel good. I'm still trying to work even harder and try to keep staying fit. And like I said, I think starting the preseason with this team, I think I'm actually excited for it.
You feel lighter? You look lighter.
Yeah, I feel lighter. I look lighter. I think a lot to do is like not being stressful. I think when you do go from one movement, having a baby, doing all this, it's a lot on you. And not being in, like I said, not being in a home where you always have to order food or go somewhere to eat. Now you can relax, be home, cook yourself meals, and not have to worry about any of that. That's a huge part.
I want to ask you, you're Uruguayan. What's it like coming to a team, right, with Gaston and Martin, having those Uruguayan roots here at the club? I mean, how does that kind of help you maybe feel a bit more at home or more comfortable here?
To be honest, since I got here, I felt at home. I know the players that have been here, I've played against. There's players here that from my first couple of years they're here, so it's an easy way to adapt. But when you have those two, they're always drinking mate. They try to get you involved and stuff. It's so much fun. And of course, you have some jokesters on the team, Martin especially. But which is nice. You need that energy in the locker room, and I think he's one of those players that brings it with a lot of experience as well.
Have you had any talks with Greg about maybe what he kind of wants to see from you this year? Obviously, now you have a whole preseason to kind of, work with him a bit more instead of having to be rushed into games and, told to do this and that.
No, I think, like I said, I think we're working on what we weren't good at last year, and I think that's a huge part. I don't think he's gotten into details with any players about what he wants. I think at the end of the day, as an attacking player, I think he wants us to create chances and score goals and be in the box. So that's what I'm going to try to do this year. My goal is, of course, to get to 7 goals, 7 assists, or more. So that's. My goal has been that for years, and last year I didn't get that, and I was very disappointed about it. So this year is a new year, and I'm coming in fresh, coming in from the beginning, and I'm going to try to do everything to help out this team.
Do you expect to play mostly on the flank, or do you think you'll be kind of splitting time between flank and an 8?
No, to be honest, I think that when I talked to him, it was flanks and in the middle. I feel comfortable in both spots. It's not that I don't. So it's just adapting to what he wants me to do. If he wants me to play on the flank, then I play on the flank. If he wants me to play in the middle, then I have to adapt and play in the middle. But at the end of the day, like I said, as long as I'm playing, and I'm going to be happy.
The number change, has you?
Yeah, I went for a little number change. I wanted 14, but then I've been 14 for my whole career, and last year when I got here, there wasn't a lot of numbers to choose from, so I went with 21, and this year I said, you know what, I actually would like to change, and chose 7, so hopefully the lucky 7 in year 14, so maybe it's the year, and that's what we want. At the end of the day, everybody needs to be prepared for this year, and we want to do a lot better than what we did.
Hopefully no jersey problems like last year.
Hopefully not. That's the one thing I said. I was like, hey, before the first game, I need to make sure everything is in check so I don't have to wait for my first game.
So you checked the roster already to see there's not another number 7?
There better not be.